So hey everybody,
Oh,
welcome to this week's episode of Bleach Bangs All Messed Up.
hey,
Yeah.
Sebastian's actually in the waiting room.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm apologizing. I got a little thrown off there myself, man. Fucking, I was like, oh, we're live. Yeah, we've been having some technical difficulties, per usual. You know, that's how we roll. Fuck, should have been on, about 12 minutes ago, but here we are.
Okay. Ready to have Sebastian on?
Might as well.
Hey, let's do this. While he's connecting, everybody, this is Sabastian LaBar. He's with the band Tantric.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
I think he's connected. Are you there, Sebastian?
Oh, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, yes.
Cool.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's got video too.
Oh, yeah, I got it all, baby. What's going on?
Hey, welcome, man. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
We've spent the last about 30 minutes trying to get everything to work properly, and we just got it finally to click, but not the normal way. So
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
if it works, it works. Whatever it takes.
Usually have a tech guy, and I'm not a tech guy.
I get that.
Oh man. So what's going on with Tantric?
Oh, right now, me, Jess, and Hugo are sitting in our RV in a Walmart parking lot. So that's like 75% of our day.
Right.
Now we're just heading out to Virginia Beach and Maryland, and then up to Connecticut and New York for a short run this weekend. But yeah, we're pretty much picking up our busy season. We're starting to get. We've been doing pretty much weekends, like 2 shows, 3 shows a weekend, and then we're home for the week. But now it's starting to pick up into July, and then August we're out for a solid run for the whole month. So we're busy. We're really busy.
Awesome, man.
That's awesome. So I do have a little bit of a video. I hope it'll play just to give the audience a little bit of what Tantric is like live. Gonna see if I can pull this off. Now you probably won't see it, but it'll be on the live stream. So
Okay.
It was at the Loud and Clear. Does that sound familiar to you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that.
Cool. And it's Breakdown.
Nice. All right.
Sebastian with his hair blowing right at the beginning.
Yeah, I usually hide it when I'm off duty.
I don't think it's playing on the live stream, is it?
Are you kidding?
I don't think it is.
Well, fuck.
I just got a message.
If I'm the only one enjoying this.
Oh God. Oh my
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Well, we apologize, man. It's just something every week with this, man.
Oh, well.
Well, it looks like
It's a
they're going
really
to have to
cool
come to a
video.
show to see us live.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
we'll just go around and introduce ourselves real quick too. We haven't done that either. We're just kind of all a little off tonight with our technical stuff. We've really been for about 30 minutes trying to figure this out, and it's just been blowing our brains out. I'm Charlie, man. I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that's me. And who are you, Randy?
I'm Randy. I'm in Oklahoma City.
All right.
And I'm John
Nice
in
to meet you
Topeka,
guys.
Kansas.
Oh, I know you.
I know you did. You said to go around the room, so I figured I had to
I'm
jump in.
kidding. I got
It's
a
that reaction every time. Oh, I know you.
Crap. Hey, one of the things I want to talk to you about tonight, and if you're okay with it, I want to talk about your new sauce.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Like, I don't know if the other two are aware, but I follow all your stuff pretty close anyway. And we've talked before in the past a few times. But you just had is it hot sauce? Like,
Yes. So I want to start off by saying it's not my hot sauce. I was just the one who finished it, or partially the one who helped finish it. But it was my dad's recipe. He was working closely with Chef Iron Mike for months, going back and forth, trying to pinpoint exactly what the ingredients they wanted, what kind of flavor they wanted, what they wanted to go for. Initially, they started off as barbecue sauce, but then they changed routes to hot sauce. But it pretty much, he was like 90% done when he passed away. So Mike had come to me, and we had never met before. But he was just like, hey, this is what I had in the works with your dad. I would love to just finish it with you. And just like we had to pretty much just figure out like some of the artwork we did a little working on, and then like logistics, like bottling, where we're going to go for to actually produce it and things like that. So it really was my dad's recipe. And a lot of people, I've gotten messages like, oh yeah, so what, you're like just selling hot sauce now? You make hot sauce? It's like, I can't cook. I really can't. Like I'm not good at it. So that's what makes it even funnier. But I'm just glad to see it out and to see what my dad's plan, I guess, come to fruition, like his legacy, I guess.
That's very cool, man. That's very cool.
Awesome.
and for anybody that's wanting to get that, where do they find it at?
Oh, you can find it at chefironmike.com. He's got a bunch of sauces up on his website. The sales have been killing it right now. The first couple of days, everyone I knew, I think, bought at least one bottle, and some of them people bought up to 12 bottles. Like Mike was sending me, screenshots of orders, like, "Oh, dude, this is crazy! Look how much how much bottles of sauce they got," But
what's the name of the sauce again?
It's Jeff LaBar's Asian Sensation hot sauce.
All right. Oh, that's cool, man. That's a very cool that you were able to to do that for your dad, man. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's a great little good way to pay tribute. And I'm doing I've got some of his unreleased music and stuff. I when he passed, I just thought of so many plans and so many things I wanted to do. I'm just glad that it's kind of like getting to the point where some of that stuff's able to be released.
Yeah.
That's very cool, man. Yeah. I remember talking to your dad on this show several years ago, man. And it was such a fun, like, just a talk, man. It wasn't an interview. I mean, it was just a conversation we all had, and I had met him like about a year or two before that. I talked to him in person too. He was such a genuine dude, man.
Yeah, I hear that a lot from people. Even if I just, if somebody comes up to me in the crowd and it's like, dude, your dad, I met him, could have been 10 years ago, could have been yesterday, could have been, 20 years ago, whatever. And it was like, hey, he was just so nice. He was just, he always took the time for the fans. Like, he was just always very personable, really cool. That was him.
Yeah. I remember when he was on the show with us, and it's just one of those conversations that just sticks with me. After all these years, it's like, that was one of those it was a real talk, it was just a real talk. It wasn't, any industry, bullshit, or it was just a cool talk between the four of us, man. It's pretty cool, man.
No,
it was. I bet we'd be talking about hot sauce right now.
Yeah.
Probably. Or cooking. Yeah, or cooking or something.
So there's going to be a little bit of a change here. Just with Jaron is going to be off with another band for a little while, right? Is that what's happening?
Oh, you guys heard? Oh no.
Yeah. So we're actually really good friends with the guy that may be filling in, Rick.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
I think we go back a little ways.
Yeah.
I was actually trying to get a hold of Rick a little bit before the show when I knew that we had our cancellation. I was like, Oh, how cool would that be? Just pull Rick
That
in
would have been
first and
cool.
Oh, that'd be
I
awesome.
didn't get him to respond fast enough, so I haven't talked to him yet, but I was trying
He
to.
probably would have been like, "Hey, dude, what the hell? I texted you 2 days ago. I never heard back from you." Oh, that's funny, man.
Two class acts, though. I mean, if somebody's going to fill in for Jaron, Rick's definitely a great choice, man.
Yeah,
Rick's a
he's
legend.
he's his official sub.
I kind of feel like you guys have like a small pool of musicians up there that you all bounce in and out if you need somebody to fill in for you.
Yeah.
I see that's happened a few times.
Yeah, and absolutely. I mean, the first person, the occasion hasn't arisen yet, but like I thought of when this came up, I was like, oh, well, who would I call? And I was like, I don't know, Rick Haas. Like he's the only other, but he's another like Northeast guy that's from the Philly area that we know, just kind of like you're saying. But yeah, we have a lot of good friends from the area that are just killer players.
Yeah. That's awesome. It's cool to have that, the kinship, the brothership, instead, you sometimes you see, and it's not too often, I guess, but it's often enough that you do see it, is the negativity towards some, this band versus that band or whatever. But yeah, when you see it's just, man, we're all in it for the same things, the music, man. And it's to see, that's really cool.
No, absolutely. I mean, you got to, especially when you get good friends like in the industry, or not even necessarily in the industry, but in like your local scene. It's good to stick with them. Keep them around.
Absolutely.
Keep them around for a base
share the wealth, get them paid a time or two or something.
So how did your journey into Tantric come about?
Yeah.
That was, I guess it all stemmed from Mach 22. So I initially got into the band because previously Johnny Monaco had left the band. And it was, who was playing drum? Troy Patrick Farrell was on drums. Jaron was playing bass. And when this tour came up and Monaco was out, he hit me up. Was like, hey, would you want to do a couple shows and see if it fits or whatever? And we did. I think we did like a long, like a 5 or 6 show run or something like that. And then he asked me, it was like, oh, well, you seem to fit pretty well. Like, you want to do this full time? And I was like, okay, yeah. It was it just all stemmed from, one guy, Jaron, got the gig from Troy because they played in Delacoma together, which was Rick's old band with Delacoma. And then Jaron knew me from my 26. And we all know each other. It's crazy how it happened.
That's so cool.
Bunch of just a bunch of great musicians, though, if I might add. Just all you guys just putting out so many amazing songs, man. So yeah, appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. I mean, if me and Rick can ever spend more than 2 days together and actually be productive, we'd probably have some music done too. We were sending demos back and forth, whatever, working at our house, and we just never could finish it. We'd always just have too much fun hanging out instead of getting busy.
Nothing wrong with that, man. You got to have some fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely,
dude. That's awesome.
With that, how many other projects are you working on? I know that you don't just sit still and just go with one band. I know you're doing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I work a lot. It's just the whole finishing it part I'm bad at. So I've got a lot of projects and a lot of stuff. I've got a whole slew of Dad's unfinished music. There was stuff that's finished. There's stuff that's half finished, and then there's song ideas that I want to do something with and kind of write a project with.
Okay.
But there's that. There's a couple things I have planned for next year that may or may not happen. I'd probably say 3 projects that I have music dedicated towards or whatever kind of sectioned off, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not, because full time I'm touring with Tantric.
Yeah.
So it's tough to, especially get guys in different states together on a set weekend, especially if we're all in different touring bands or different of the same situation, we're all in a different part of the country at the same time, right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough. Just trying to get things done,
Right on. Oh yeah, man. So when you're writing, do you is it all just go sit down and try to write something, or is it you come up with something here, or somebody else throws a riff, or how does it kind of work for you guys?
Man, I mean, well, for me personally, it always comes in the shower. Oh, that sounds terrible. Inspiration comes in the shower.
Well,
No, I always hear like some kind of riff or something in my head, and then by the time I get to the guitar or the studio, I never remember it. But for me, it's very spontaneous. Just like something comes up, or I get catching a feeling or an idea or a vibe, or I get into a guitar effects pedal and that inspires something. There's been a couple people where I've been faced to try and like they'll have a lyric idea first, and I don't have any music for it, and I'm generally used to working the opposite. It's because I'm constantly sitting in the studio by myself and me and my guitar.
Yeah.
So that's a little challenging, but I mean, this past record, I just kind of handed Hugo a bunch of songs, like, oh well, here's these. Do you like any? And it was like he's like, oh, I can put words over this, or I can put words over that. And I was like, okay, well, if that works, cool.
Yeah.
So it depends on the situation and really how the vocalist is used to working.
Okay.
Because with Mach 22, it was very okay, here's a riff, put lyrics on it, or it was very much like that. But not everybody works the same.
Right.
Yeah. I would think that'd be really hard to do, to have some lyrics and try to put guitar to it. I could see how having some guitar and everything, and then the singer kind of humming over it, and then starting to add some words, and that type of thing. That would be tough, writing guitar parts just to vocals, I think.
Apparently a lot of people work that way. I guess in my experience, I've just never run into them. But I've always been the type to like, oh, well, I have this riff, and oh, if you don't like this part, like I also wrote this counterpart, or I wrote these other couple things I could fit in there. Yeah. So when you just kind of like, oh, here's a melody, all of that isn't there. So I'm very much like, well, this is a power chord. It's in the key of A.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be really tough.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think I could write that way.
So for everybody out there, where is the best place for them to find all things tantric?
All things tantric. I would say, as far as news and updates and tour dates, follow Official Tantric on Instagram. I guess at Official Tantric. We also all of us have Instagrams, all of us have Facebook. We don't have a website. Okay. No, we don't have a website anymore. We did for a minute. Oh, okay. Official Tantric Facebook is technically our website.
Okay.
But yes, as far as anything else, music, everything is all streaming and every platform. Merchandise, talk to my lovely girlfriend, Jess. If you'd like a t-shirt or see some kind of design you like from the shows, just hit her up. We could take care of you.
Okay.
I think we just lost him.
Whoa.
Wow.
Damn.
So Official Tantric on Facebook, or Sebastian's girlfriend Jess can hook you up with merchandise.
Well, and then they all, all their Instagrams and Facebooks and whatnot too. Well, it was a fun talk. Maybe
that was really cool. That was really cool, though.
He may pop back in. We'll see.
Yeah, he'll probably pop in.
I'm sure he will.
There he is.
That was a good talk with Sabastian LaBar from Tantric. So
he's back.
He's back. There he is.
Am I back?
Yeah,
you're back.
Oh man, did it do that Zoom like 30-minute like auto reject thing or something?
No, never heard of that.
I don't think so.
Oh, every time I do a Zoom meeting, it always kicks me off after like 30 minutes or something. I swear I'm not making this up.
No,
I don't know why.
I believe you. I believe you. Trust.
Wow, yeah.
We believe
There's
you.
some shit we've seen.
I swear, my phone didn't just die or anything.
Let's just use our normal statement. So do you want to do a podcast? It's
Yeah.
Easy. Nothing
Sure.
ever goes wrong. Nothing ever goes wrong. It's always smooth sailing. Well, anyway, you were so before you got kicked out there. You were I think the last thing you had said, you were talking about, you had mentioned your girlfriend Jess. We could hit her up for designs or for shirts, and then
Yes. Yes. So anything merchandise related. We don't have a merch store set up on the interweb anymore. But if you see any designs or anything, contact Jess and she could help you with from what we have in stock.
Okay.
Social media, official Tantric on Instagram, official Tantric.com or Facebook. Yeah. .com, Facebook.com, something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, the basics. We're all
Absolutely.
Just official Tantric.
Official.
Absolutely.
Just remember that part.
Right.
Official Tantric. Yeah.
That's good
Nice.
stuff.
Uh,
Yeah, we were like, well, maybe he'll be back. It's kind of weird.
So
All
I'm
right,
gonna
that's for 30 minutes. Gotta go. See ya.
I gotta throw in a random weird question for you, since you said most of your day is spent in a Walmart parking lot. Where have you found the nicest Walmart parking lot?
Where have I found the nicest Walmart parking lot? Well,
Also,
they're all
Walmart owes us money after this.
yeah. I don't know. I'd probably say Midwest Walmarts are pretty nice because the people generally are, I don't know, a bit more polite. They might not have all their teeth, but they're pretty polite. Florida's pretty scary because everyone's trying to sleep in a Walmart parking lot because everyone lives in a van down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Midwest, pretty safe.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Well, man, it's been cool talking and hanging with you, man. We appreciate you taking some time out of your day and visiting with us, man.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely.
It's been
And you're
fun,
more
man.
than welcome. You're more than welcome to come back anytime. I mean, if you're promoting something, tour, album, whatever, or if you just want to come back on and talk, man, it's we'll talk about anything, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
Yeah. Speaking of talking anything, I'll ask you one thing before we let you go. Do you have any? How do you feel about conspiracy theories?
I'm very interested in them.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Well, that's going to be for another show then. I'm
Oh, totally. Please, please.
Hey,
just going along, picking along, talking to people who just, want to talk about shit like that. So yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
there's
that sounds
one
fun.
thing. There's one thing I was going to bring up, like when it was just the three of us, when we didn't have a guest, but why don't I get his input on this too?
Yeah.
There's been, my personal opinion, like I'm proud of him for stepping out of it when he couldn't play, but Tommy Lee stepped out after the first show of the tour because he had broken ribs. And I'm like, I've seen a lot of flack given over the interwebs there. And I'm like, he's got broken ribs. He's trying to play drums. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, and he's not 20 anymore. He's kind of up there in age a little bit, He's got broken ribs. I mean, he played 5 or 6 songs. He tried, and he was showing that he was there for it. But
he was doing it.
But come on, man, you can't expect him to play with broken ribs. Play the drums that he drums, the way he drums. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on. I appreciated the effort at least. I the way I saw it go down, I wasn't sure if he somehow broke his ribs while playing drums. That's what in my head what happened, but I guess it makes a lot more sense. But I just saw an article or something, Vince Neil tackled him or something, or is that just some stupid meme that I just mistook for news?
That would be awesome. I think Vince would break a couple of ribs.
Yeah.
That's what it was like. Vince Neil tackles drummer Tommy Lee for calling him Vince Meals. So I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't either, because the only thing I saw was that Tommy wasn't going to discuss how it happened because it was stupid or something.
That also would go along with possibly that being what happened.
Yeah, that sounds pretty stupid.
I don't know.
Hey, I give the guy credit, man, for even getting up there and doing, one song.
No, totally, 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and the people that are being their little keyboard warriors and talking all that shit probably can't even play an instrument. So
They're hating on one of the biggest bands in the world.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, and I was going to talk about, we're going to talk about the Tommy thing too, but I was going to talk about basically the whole, Motley Crue thing, and I mean, there's other bands on this bill too. They got Poison, they got Def Leppard, Joan Jett obviously opening up for him. Everybody ragging on, Vince for not sounding great anymore. Like, I mean, he never sounded like the greatest, but I mean, I'm kind of like I'm just not really giving a shit, but now I'm kind of like wanting to come to the defense of them, because like as we all age, we all start to fall apart, all of us. Now some people take better care of themselves than others. What do you expect Vince to sound and be like after the fucking way they lived for 25 fucking years? I mean,
that is the truth.
alcohol, nonstop fucking party for 25 fucking years. What do you expect him to sound like? He's not going to sound like fucking he's not going to sound that great.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. All the drugs messing up your vocal cords.
Yeah,
I mean, nasal cavity and all that.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, they all. I mean, and I just see it with some other bands too. All the hate. And I'm just like, well, they're in their 50s, or some of us age better than others, and he's just not one that's aged that well. But I mean, he's what? He's pushing 60, right? It's got to be.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's why I play guitar. Look at friggin' Mick up there. He's 71. He looks like Skeletor, but he's still playing great.
Yeah.
He sounds awesome.
He does, man. Yeah, any video I've seen of Mick, it's like, holy shit, look at that old motherfucker, man. He is just he's still badass.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Who would you consider some of your biggest influences in your play style?
In my style anymore, I'd probably say there's a lot of. I grew up on like Randy Rhoads, Jakey Lee, like they were my influences as a kid. I'd say Zach got in there a little bit. John Sykes for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I picked up stuff from. I don't know if I like grew fond of a guitar player, I'd kind of just like learn their style a little bit and like pick up a couple things from them, and then move to another guy, pick up a little thing from him. Yeah, I was kind of like built my, what I do that way, I guess.
Yeah. I know.
You've just become the melting pot then.
Yeah, I guess I just steal their best stuff.
The Frankenstein of the greats.
It's like, oh, I like that. I'm going to take that.
Yeah, well,
that's cool.
Well, you got to steal the cool shit too, though. I mean,
yeah, of course. Can't steal the lame stuff.
Yeah. Right on.
Well, again, man, much appreciated for you hanging out with us and visiting with us tonight, man. It's been an honor and pleasure to talk with you, dude. And like I said, anytime you want to come back and visit, just hit us up, man. Let us know, dude.
Definitely, I'd be more than happy to.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Take care, brother.
Thank you, guys. Oh yeah, party on.
Take care, brother.